Hello, magical people. Hope you're all doing very well. My name is Meg Moonbeam, and we're here for our weekly Beyond Astro weekly forecast on the Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. This week's Beyond Astro, I am pre-recording on Saturday, March 8th, because on Sunday, the day I usually go live for Beyond Astro at 6 p.m. Eastern, I'm doing my March 2025 eclipse season workshop. So not sure exactly how long the workshop is going to go. Want to play it safe and am pre-recording this week's Beyond Astro. So hope you guys don't mind too much. Going to miss all my live crew. Sending lots of love to all of your ways. And before we get into the very big astrology for this week, you guys, we got an eclipse this week. We got some big stuff going on. We're going to get into it. Before we get into that, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Beyond Mystic channels. I do offer personal astrology readings available at consultations.beyondmystic.net. Link is in the description box below. And my availability at the moment is starting in August 2025. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, go check out our lovely Carla's AscensionOrganites.com, where she's currently having her Beyond Mystic conference sale, 25% off the entire website, valid until March 18th, 2025. All the amazing shungite and organite over there. And speaking of the Beyond Mystic conference, it is in less than a week that it's starting, that we are going to be there in person in Ottawa from March 14th to 16th. We are so excited, and in-person tickets are sold out, but if you would still like to purchase a online streaming pass, they are available. There's limited spaces for $149 USD, and you're going to get, as the poster here says, over $700 worth of workshops and keynote speakers. Going to be freaking awesome. So excited. So how are we feeling? I'm sad I can't do this week's Beyond Astro live. Let me know in the comments below. How's everybody feeling? What's coming up for you if you feel like sharing it? Definitely very intense energy I am noticing on the personal levels, on the collective levels as well. And as I'm speaking right now, you guys, as I'm recording, I'm having like a third eye, I like to call it third eye headache. So I'm just going to take a little sniff of my peppermint oil. Oh my God, shout out to doTERRA essential oils, love them. I've been really feeling physically the effects of us stepping into this eclipse season. So just fast forwarding for a moment here, you guys, on Friday, March 14th, we are going to have full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo. And from March 14th to March 29th, we will actually be what we call within the eclipse portal. So between two eclipses, we are in the eclipse season now. You know, different astrologers say different things, but for me, the 1 to 2 weeks before actual eclipses and after, we're still in the season of that. So very intense stuff. We're starting off the week with, on Sunday, this is the chart for Sunday, March 9th that I have up. Moon is going to ingress into Leo later in the early evening time, Eastern time. So that's nice. We've got Moon in Leo, Sunday, part of Monday, going into part of Tuesday as well. That's a brightening place for the moon to be. I think we're really going to be feeling the intensity once that moon moves into Virgo. On Wednesday, of course, we're going to have lunar eclipse in Virgo. I'll talk about that in a moment or two. What's interesting is before this eclipse on, let me bring up the chart for Wednesday, March 12th, exact Sun conjunct Granddaddy Saturn, as I like to call him. Sun conjunct Saturn, which will be still a very strong aspect during our first eclipse, full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo on Friday, but it's going to be exact on Wednesday. And, you know, we've still got that Sun in Pisces. We've still got that Saturn in Pisces. We've been going through that since March 2023. And it's interesting that this Sun conjunct Saturn is actually at a Saturn degree, at a Capricorn degree, 22 degrees. And Saturn, of course, is the planet of heaviness, challenge, delays, responsibility, reality checks. Okay. So this is a week, and I'm definitely seeing it in my personal life. Don't know about you guys, but let me know in the comments. some really big reality checks having to do with the Pisces areas of life. Of course, that Sun conjunct Saturn is in Pisces. Pisces rules spirituality, creativity, where we self-sacrifice ourselves, health, in particular, mental health and spiritual health, and the health system as well. But this can definitely be a week where we can be feeling the heaviness of Granddaddy Saturn. We can be feeling the weight of goals that we have that may or may not have been fulfilled, the weight of reality check, the weight of responsibilities. And Sun conjunct Saturn's, it's a heavy energy. So if you're feeling heavier than usual, just energetically, it's, we're in this Sun conjunct Saturn, and we can see in the collective, Saturn rules government, politicians, the systems and structures of life. In Pisces, there can be some very big confusion around that as we get into this week, in particular on Wednesday, the exact day of this Sun conjunct Saturn. And there's likely to be some very big developments, possibly in laws and regulations involving Pisces ruled area, health, immigrants, spirituality, the entertainment industry. So very interesting to see how that is going to play out. And then on Friday, we've got this exact lunar eclipse in Virgo at an Aquarius degree, 23 degrees, right? And this eclipse, full moon eclipses are really intense. All eclipses are really intense, but full moon lunar eclipses are about ending, healing, completion, illumination in the sign of Virgo, which is about purification and cleanliness and criticism, perfectionism, all the details. So I feel like as we go into this week with this Sun conjunct Saturn, and we've got a full moon eclipse in Virgo, this is a week where many of us, there can be a propensity for many of us feeling possibly really hard on ourselves or others. So we want to be very mindful of that. We want to remember that usually most people are trying their best, even if we don't agree with them, or usually we are trying our best based on the circumstances. If you're not, and you're not, or another person is not, that's going to be very apparent this week with the eclipse, with the Sun conjunct Saturn. This is a lot of details. Virgo is the details coming to the surface. Virgo is about health, our personal health, collective health. There could be very big release of a health system or way of health or day-to-day routines or day-to-day work that has been operating in our modern society will come to a close during this eclipse cycle in the sign of Virgo, and on that health axis of Virgo and Pisces over the course of the next 2 to 3 years. So being really mindful of over criticism, over perfectionism, we're letting that go right now with the South Node in Virgo. And we're also cleansing a lot on the physical levels. I don't want anybody to get sick, but I just have to be honest as an astrologer that full moon eclipse in Virgo is health issues. Conjunct the South Node, which is letting go and purification, and also Virgo rules purification. This is a week in an eclipse season. And actually, to be frank, the whole next 2 years with also the Saturn-Neptune conjunction, that's a whole other story. We'll get to that coming up soon. Health is paramount right now. And if you are not taking care of your health, your basic health needs, you're not going to be feeling well. Okay. I don't want to wish any of you getting sick. I'm just saying you're going to notice people sick around this full moon eclipse and their health issues really coming to the surface. You're going to want to see wherever you have 23 degrees of Virgo in your personal chart, what house you have 23 degrees of Virgo, any planets you have within 5 degrees either side of 23 degrees of Virgo, because this is an area of life that you can be going through a major ending or completion during this eclipse time, and actually for the whole next 6-month period. Okay. And speaking of the eclipse season, you guys, as I'm, as this is going to go live, I may still be doing my workshop. I may have just finished my workshop. Check out my March 2025 eclipse season live workshop. You'll be able to catch the replay by the time the show is live. over on the Beyond Mystic Academy, where I'm going to dive really deep into this eclipse for the collective and all 12 signs. Eclipses are one of the most important things to pay attention to, so you can go check that out in the link below. Now, the ruling planet of Virgo is Mercury. Mercury is what we call the dispositor of this new moon. And just mere hours, actually, is it a whole 24 hours? Let me double check here. Yeah, around 24 hours after the exact time of the eclipse, which, by the way, the exact time of the Virgo eclipse is 2:54 a.m. Eastern time on the 14th. March 15th, 2:46 a.m. Eastern, Mercury stations retrograde. Oh my God. So we're having the dispositor of this eclipse is stationing retrograde, going retrograde on Saturday. And we will have Venus and Mercury conjunct and retrograde together. Okay. So full moon eclipses are about endings and completion and can also be about the past and karma. The South Node conjunct the eclipse is about the past and karma and healing. Retrogrades, particularly when they are inner planets like Mercury and Venus, they affect us the most, more so than the outer planets. They're more generational, far-reaching. But when the inner planets are retrograde, we really feel them because Mercury rules everything that has to do with day-to-day life. Venus is our values, our relationships, our commitments, our money. So you're going to feel it with this retrograde. And things may seem confusing personally and collectively. Things may seem up in the air and like, plans may not be going to plan. But I keep hearing spirits say, the plans are changing. It feels like a lot of our plans are changing because the world is changing. And it's okay if things are changing. So when Mercury goes retrograde, 9 degrees of Aries, see where you have the first decan, the first 9 degrees of Aries in your chart. Also the end degrees of Pisces, that's where you're going to have Mercury and Venus retrograding over. Area of life you can be experiencing review and reflection. For many of us during this eclipse season and this retrograde time, lovers from the past coming up, information from the past coming up, right? That has to do with our empowerment, Aries, or when they're in Pisces, real deal, subconscious, deeper issues. Guys, this is a lot going on and it's intense. This is one of the most intense weeks of all of the Gregorian year of 2025, if you go by the Gregorian year or this current astrological year that we are in. This is freaking crazy, you guys. So many of us can be having destined, fated, completion, life events, turn of events happening this week. Now, something positive and bright that I want to share with you guys is on the day of the Virgo eclipse. Is it on the day of, or is it the next day? Let me double check. No, on March 15th, so the day after the eclipse, we have exact Sun in sextile to Uranus. Okay, very, very positive aspect. Uranus ruling Aquarius and the future in sextile to the Sun, which is our consciousness and being. The intense and challenging energies of the eclipse, the retrogrades of the Saturn conjunct the Sun. This is heavy stuff, you guys. It's endings and completions and healing that needs to take place to bring us forward into the future, which is Uranus. So surrender to what is going on, you guys, and we are not being punished. Okay, there can be unexpected things coming up. Uranus is unexpected developments. We're not being punished. We're being directed, I'm hearing Spirit say, onto our highest destiny line, onto our highest path. So let me know what you guys feel about that. Oh my God, this pause. Shoot. I don't know if you can see me. Okay. I don't know if you guys just saw that, but the screen just like paused with me going like that. So I think you guys can see me now. Sorry about that. technical hiccup. We got to get the real deal cards out. We're going to get the Shaman's Oracle out right now and see what is our divine guidance for our highest good right now. With these eclipses, with this week, Sun conjunct Saturn, Mercury going retrograde, with Venus retrograde. I'm going to pull 3 Shaman Oracle cards. Universe, what's our guidance for our highest good? How can we navigate this week? What messages of love and support do you have for us? I keep getting this. Wow. Interesting. Okay. I have been pulling this card quite regularly when I use the Shaman's Oracle, Dancer of Life. We've also got Dancer of Frustration, and we've got Ancestor of Hope. So that's good. That's like the last card. That's very hopeful and positive. There's hopeful times ahead. These are 2 very positive Shaman's Oracle cards. If you guys have ever seen me pull from these cards before, these are no joke. They give it to you straight kind of cards. Some of them are really intense. So to get 2 of the more positive ones, that's like a positive omen of support that everything's going to be okay. Dance through. Dancing can actually be a really good remedy. Dancing, singing, creativity, actively doing things that are fun in safe and positive ways can help, because I'm being honest with you guys, it's a heavy freaking energy this week, okay? And there can be frustration. There can be just frustration in general coming up because of possible big life changes, things that maybe you need to let go, or frustration is ruled by Aries in astrology. And the Aries eclipse that we're going to have on the 29th, you know, Aries rules frustration. So there may be a theme of feeling frustrated about the way that things have gone. There can just be this energy of frustration. So dancing through that, dancing, singing, listening to uplifting music, playing with the energy. That's something that I've been personally trying to do, is like play with when something doesn't go to plan, or if something's upsetting me, not to be like spiritual bypassing, because of course it's okay sometimes to be frustrated, to be angry, to be sad. We don't want to deflect those emotions when they come up. We want to feel them and honor them and process them. But it can be so intense this week that allow yourself to process the emotions, but don't allow yourself to get overcome. Don't allow yourself to get totally down in the mud and like, you know, super depressive. If that starts to happen, play with the energy, play with the changes, right? How can I better describe that? Be able to laugh at what's going on. Be able to kind of think of it like a child. Okay, this isn't going as to plan, but what can I do? How can I embrace this more? What's a change I need to make? I hope that makes sense. Be creative and playful with what's coming up. So, woo, let's pull some bonus cards. Let's pull some bonus Moonology cards. I'm feeling the energy, like, as I'm, oh my God, I just dropped my deck. As I'm channeling the messages for you guys, this is a huge week. Something huge is going to happen this week. I'm just going to say that. Something historic is going to happen this week. I can feel it. There's going to be a huge turn of events. Huge turn of events. Oh my God. You can't make this stuff up. Guys, you can't make this stuff up. We literally got the full moon in Virgo card, and we're having a full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo on Friday. You are good enough. And I'm getting chills. It's okay that things have not gone to plan. Let go of the self-criticism. Let go of, I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not handsome enough. I'm not strong enough. I'm not brave. Breathe it out. You are good enough. You are alive right now at one of the most challenging and unprecedented points of history in the universe. Seriously, you are being bombarded at all moments with like electromagnetic frequencies and propaganda and dark arts energy that has tried to bring you down, and you are here and you are listening to this video right now. And by you listening to an astrology video, I'm just going to look straight to the camera. You are good enough. You are working on yourself. None of us are perfect. Perfectionism isn't real, right? That's Virgo. That's the dark side of Virgo. Perfectionism isn't real. We are imperfect and we are good enough. You are good enough. Full moon in Scorpio card. Whoa. And that's going to be, wait, let me calculate this at the top of my head. After we have Aries, no, there's going to be full. I was going to say our next full moon is going to be Scorpio. No, we're going to have full moon in Libra during Aries season. Then when we get to Taurus season, we're going to have full moon in Scorpio. Full moon in Scorpio card. It's time to release negativity. And I can feel there's very big releases. Doing physical cleansing, doing saging, cleaning, whether that's your physical body, your spaces, that's Virgo, will help. We're releasing huge negative programming with this eclipse. And I'm getting intuitively so interesting that Spirit is making me feel energetic layers are being peeled off of the collective of the brainwashing that is put on us, the poisoning that is put on us on every level, and things will not feel the same. We're actually going to be able to see clearer after this eclipse, I'm hearing Spirit say, but it's going to be very intense. Day of the full moon on the 14th and the whole week in eclipse season of like actually purging that negativity. So, wow. Protecting yourself, shielding that self. When I did my daily Astro show for the weekend astrology, we got the skunk. I psychically smelled the skunk twice, and the skunk was telling us to put our shields up, put our boundaries up, because everyone's going to be processing a lot. We also got the mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. Nothing is yet set in stone. Limitless possibilities. And I keep getting, like, lately, things are better than they seem, and there's huge changes happening that we don't have the full picture of yet, which can make it confusing and frustrating, right? The frustration. Why isn't it working out yet? Because the whole world is changing, and we're not fully to where all the outer planets are in the air and fire signs. That's going to start this year in the summer. But 2026, the astrological year of 2026 to 2027, starting on the spring equinox, then that's the real new beginning. So we're still in the peeling off of the layers. Let's pull one more bonus card over here. Let's pull one more from the Ancestor Spirit deck. Huge karmic endings. Ooh, explore your creative side. Interesting that I got that. Visualize, paint, record. Creativity, dancing, singing, expression is an astrological remedy for this week because it's going to feel really, really heavy. So take that into consideration, you guys. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And I look forward to no, I won't be doing the next one. Oh, yeah, because on starting on Fridays, the Beyond Mystic Conference. So the next Beyond Astro also won't be live. And some of our shows we're not doing this week. So I can't remember if I'm doing a Beyond Astro this next week or pre-recording it or what. Stay tuned, you guys. But I'm going to try my best to do the daily Astro shows on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This week coming up while the Beyond Mystic team, we're going to be in Ottawa before the conference and during the conference. So we'll keep you guys updated. Follow me on social media on my Instagram at MEG Moonbeam, my YouTube, my Telegram. I'll be posting some updates there throughout the week. And yeah, this is exciting stuff. I love you guys so, so much. Wishing you the most magical full moon lunar eclipse week ahead. And I will see you on the other side of this Virgo eclipse. Love you all. Sending lots of cosmic love your way. Oh, and don't forget to check out March 2025 Eclipse Season Workshop on the Beyond Mystic Academy. Link is below. Love you guys.